Step back 3 million years to the dramatic moment when our ancestors made the definitive leap, bipedalism. In this cinematic episode of The Human Dawn, we follow the walker, an early human ancestor, trapped between the danger of the open savanna and the brutal aggression of the giant saber-tusked boar. 3 million years ago, safety was a temporary illusion. Even moments of rest on the sun-baked plains were stolen, constantly interrupted by the rhythm of fear. The landscape was patrolled by titans. Among the most fearsome was this giant prehistoric boar, a creature of raw power whose tusks were lethal weapons. The moment the savanna breaks its silence, instinct takes over. The price of distraction is death, forcing a reliance on absolute, frantic alertness. The predator finds its target. This early human, half ape and half man, relies on the quick refuge of the tree, the last vestige of their forest ancestry. Escape is a frantic struggle. The predator is faster, heavier, and protected by bone and tusk. The only defense is the thin veil of speed and cunning. Yet, in this terror, a new adaptation is being forged. The flat, open savanna demands efficiency, taxing the limits of their bipedal stride. He is losing ground. The short sprints of the forest are inadequate here. He needs the ultimate safety or a sudden, strategic advantage. The tree is salvation. For generations, the canopy offered protection, a final, necessary retreat from the dangers that owned the ground. Asa has survived, but he is trapped. The boar owns the space beneath the branches. Their two worlds clash over the safety of the last refuge. Safety breeds clarity. From his strategic vantage point, Asa sees more than just a threat. He sees patterns. He observes the boar's focus, its aggression, its weakness. This open world is vast, demanding constant attention to distant threats and movement. To thrive, they must understand the entire landscape, not just the space directly beneath their feet. The challenge is not just survival, but distance. To successfully gather food and migrate, the most effective form of locomotion is essential. Bipedalism, the defining human trait, offered the key, endurance. Standing tall, conserve energy over long distances compared to knuckle-walking quadruped. The night is the ultimate trial. Alone, cold, and without fire, Asa must rely on the tree for protection against the unseen dangers that hunt under the cover of darkness. The massive boar returns. It owns the ground, moving with confidence. The contrast between the animal's strength and Asa's exposed vulnerability is absolute. Sleep is broken by the chilling realization. Freedom lies through the darkness. The desperate flight must be repeated, but now without the benefit of light. Running bipedally in the dark is an immense act of trust in his evolving mind, his gait, and his peripheral vision. Every stride risks a fall, or worse, a marginal victory hard-won by sheer endurance. Their fate is no longer sealed by the forest floor, but by the strength of their own 2 feet. With the new dawn, the lesson is sealed. The necessity of surviving the longest night has proven the viability of their greatest shift. The open savanna, once a terrifying barrier, is now their hunting ground, their migration route, their destiny. The tree is simply a refuge, no longer a home. The evolutionary chain is complete. Bipedalism freed the hands to carry food, wield tools, and build the future. This is the birth of the efficient walker. Asa is now the walker. The endless pressure of the giant predators and the unforgiving landscape ensured that only those who stood tall could inherit the earth. This defining posture, upright, balanced, and enduring, is the signature of our species. The moment the ape stood tall, the human dawn truly began. The challenges of the deep past forged the spirit of innovation we rely on today. From the relentless dangers of the savanna, our ancestors gave us the gift of cooperation. Stay tuned for the next episode.